So we say in the guide 2 to 4 pictures each, and it's always 2. So if they have an absolutely perfect smile and you think they're looking at the camera, you still want to take 2. Because 2, just in case you miss focus or something wacky happens, you want to make sure you get it. If it's not quite perfect or their eyes are kind of darting around the room, you might take 4 or 5 or 6 of the same pose, and that's okay because guess what? We don't pay for film anymore. So we can do that. And it's still so fast. And it's really worth it. I think one of my biggest pet peeves as a photographer is sometimes watching photographers not try that hard, if I put a kid up there, and I've had photographers do this before, and this is not to bash photographers, but more to give you some awareness, right? Like, smiles are dollars. And parents are happy if they get a picture of their kid actually smiling, and they know the difference between a real smile and a fake smile. And you kind of can too. Like, I'll just say that's a fake smile, and they'll go like, and they'll give you a real smile. So, it's important to keep trying. It's just a couple more seconds. If you can get them to laugh and actually get a real smile out of them, that will translate to higher revenue. But I have seen so many people just click once or twice and then move on. And the odds of a parent buying that picture are so much lower than if you actually spend the time and energy in the group picture. It's a little tiny group picture, very simple. We say pickles a lot in here. But definitely do your best to try to get that real smile. Take the extra clicks. Take the extra few seconds to get it done. It will translate to revenue. I can guarantee. Amazing. All right, we have our APA All-Stars class coming in next. This is our special needs class. I'm very excited. We are going to try. Start with that, same age. Yep. And then see what works. Say hi to the world, friends. For my helpers. These girls are awesome, rock stars. They help with our APA All-Star class. I'm not vlogging, I'm live with the photography site, Dance Photo Pro. You're now a guest Dance Photo Pro helper.
So glad. Yes. Honored.
It's a whole process, friends.
So good.
Yay! She did it! Amazing. Hey, Miss Liza, maybe do one with her.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
So, one of the things that we're always going to try, we try to make sure we get it for everyone. We had a little girl earlier who we had to turn the lights off. She had a little bit of some sensory issues, so we turned the lights off for her. We made sure everyone left and gave her the time and patience and space to just do what she needed to do. And so, her mom was in it. And, it was a lot of fun, and just, at the end of the day, if you do end up running a few minutes late, but you're able to kind of give someone that gift, really, of getting a picture that they may not have gotten otherwise, I think it's really, really important. So that's why, too, if you're not feeling 100% comfortable, having some of those extra time slots built in, maybe you only have a class of 5, but they might be a little bit tricky. You want to, give them 20 minutes, give them 25 minutes, build it into the schedule so that you don't feel stressed in that scenario, because it's not going to help if you're stressed. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to go back to the other room where we have a little bit more of a traditional experience happening. Anything happening on that computer, Salem, we can share?
I'm pulling out group pictures right now.
Okay.
To pull into my group folder so that I can edit all of the groups.
Yep, so that's actually important. So after we pull them into Lightroom, we go in, and even though we do not edit all of the actual pictures that we're going to put in the online gallery, we do edit one and only one group picture per class. And that
put more than one.
Don't put more than one. It is 100% guaranteed that if you accidentally leave more than one group picture in the folder, that people will try to purchase both of them or 3 of them or all 10 different options. And we've made the mistake before because parents only care about their own child. And so they're going to pick the picture that their own kid looks best in, which totally makes sense. And I would do the same thing if I was a parent and given the option. So we don't give them the option. Basically, we'll do our best. Sometimes we'll head swap if we need to. We try not to, but I mean, you find the one where almost everyone is looking forward and smiling, and then finish cleaning that one up, and then it's done. And then that way, when people order the group pictures, you don't have to do anything. It's already pre-edited, and it's lovely. So that's all we really do. We'll do some what I call universal edits before we upload them to the gallery. But there will be pictures where the ceiling is showing or the floor is showing or something like that, but that's okay for proofing. We want to just make sure that we get the skin tone pretty right and background pretty white so that parents don't have to use too much of their imagination to know what it's going to look like whenever we try to pull out any where the flash maybe didn't flash. Because if that happens again, parents will, for whatever reason, think that is the most amazing picture of their child ever. And then we'll have to figure out a way to edit a picture where the lights did not flash. That's an important thing to do before you post your gallery, universal edits, and then groups. And otherwise, we put them up and then you don't have to do anything until those orders start coming in. We used to wait until the order deadline before we edited anything. And there were pros and cons to that. I kind of liked not having to think about it for a couple weeks while the orders were coming in. But then it was just a ton of work all at once. So now we'll start processing orders as they are placed and get them done, kind of try to stay on top of them.